Okay. So in this Discord, like this Discord thing I'm in, oh wait, not that one. Here it is. They're asking like, here's a big one. Where's the tower located? Africa. I was being cheeky and joking, They're like, Rhode Island, Bulgaria. See, nobody knows for sure. I posted like what I've seen. It's either people think it's either in Africa or South America. And he's like, I'm pretty sure it's confirmed. And this is what started this, right? Coconuts here. I'm pretty sure it's confirmed to be in South America. Said I wouldn't say pretty much confirmed. I've came across a good amount of people saying like America, others bringing up, their evidence that it's not, and all this. He's like, what evidence? I go, well, I was looking for an old post about something about like the stars in the skybox. It might have been this post I found about the sun position, right? And that's where I got started. So if you see, there's like a lot of contradicting evidence. This guy's saying Chile. Someone said South America, Chile. This one's saying somewhere in Europe. Like, there's so much contradicting evidence here. There's so many posts about these. This one, this is revisiting this. Here's one saying it's located, observing the sun. No doubt is in South America. Well, I'm about to question that, right? So after leading this, I was reading through this just to double check on everyone's information. And I came across, where was it? Right here. This Red War campaign transcript. I have it, I had it brought up here. How do we? Well, I decided to type that in to Google, right? I was like, well, wait, that's called something. I wonder if that's a name of like an area or something. Sure enough, it is. Cape Audouy in Australia. But this part of Australia does not, it's right on the coast, right? That doesn't fit the climate at all. No way at all. Now, Australia is not, most people when they think of Australia, they think of the outback. That's most of it. This area up here, like from right here all the way, that's like all outback. But what people don't realize, like most people don't live in the outback. Like, this is like mostly just empty land. Everyone lives on the coastal region, see? Like where it's green. That's where everybody lives. Because why the fuck would you want to live in the outback? It's a shithole. So, I was like, well, like, maybe it's got to be like here in South Australia somewhere if the climate lines up. Or, maybe New South Wales. So I started, looking, and I decided to pull up some info, I remember Twilight Gap is right on, the perimeter of the last city. So, then, they call it the frontier. It's right on the perimeter of the last city. So, if you look at some pictures of the area, this is from that same quest, Audouy. And that river and these snowy mountains is what, like, made me start looking. So, looking at this stuff, I was like, okay, so I'm going to have to try and match that climate if it's somewhere in Australia, right? Most people would think, no, there's no place like that in Australia at all, right? Well, that ain't true. Snowy mountains in Australia. They have the climate. It's just right. It's perfect climate. You can see right there, it's snowy right there. Oh, shit, do I have the info on the climate? Oh, no, I think I closed that. But this is also an area where in the southern hemisphere where this is an area between the lines 30 and 50 latitude where they normally grow wine, just like in Europe, right? Or in America. So that means, normally you can tell a place's climate normally based on its line of latitude. So, because most places, they get the same amount of sunlight, essentially. That's why. So, like, when those lines of latitude, add up. So, if the southern hemisphere's climate in between 30 and 50 is the same as it is between 30 and 50 latitude north, that means the climate's got to be, like, northern Mediterranean, or, like, northern California, kind of like my area in Tennessee. Like, it's that kind of climate. Okay, so this area has the climate. And so I started thinking, I'm like, well, what else? I was like, well, then I came across this specific area it's in the Snowy Mountains area. It's near the, where is it? Said, see, New South Wales, Australia. Where's the mountain? This has one of the largest mountains in Australia in this mountain range. Charlotte Pass, popular ski resort. Hey, there it is. Here's the mountain. Mount, however the hell you pronounce that. I feel bad. My my brother lives in Australia. My whole family is, on that side. They live up in Melbourne though. But it's in Snowy Mountains. You have the national park here. In that area. So I found this area, Dead Horse Gap, right? I was like, the last city's got to be around here somewhere. It's got to be. And even though, it's got to be, right? Because, the climate matches, and then Dead Horse Gap, right? Well, if you look, this specific area right here, look at that from the satellite view. Yeah. Imagine coming out the mountains, and then you see this, fork. And, I'm not saying this is it, but you could, let's say you're, way over here, right? Come out of the mountains, you can see that fork between this river and this creek right here, right?
Yeah.
And wouldn't that look a lot like that?
Yeah, it's sort of, but...
It makes sense. It's not perfect. Of course it's not going to be perfect, yeah. But it's this area, this climate is perfect for that area near the last city, right? So the last city's got to be somewhere in this general area. And it's a good location for it too. It's perfect. The climate's perfect. It makes sense. What if the last city is I don't know. What if it's what if it's Melbourne? I don't fucking know. But if it's Melbourne and what if remember when the Almighty crashed in the background? What if it crashed somewhere up here or whatever, or somewhere in this area. So you would see it through the mountains, right? In this area. It just makes sense. Melbourne might be a good place for it. This is a general location, but shit, what if the last city's in Melbourne? That would, I don't know. I'd say they'd probably keep it away from there. Albany, it could be there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in this area, You have the Snowy River National Park. You have all these national parks around here. You have this mountain range right here, right? It's the right climate. You got the mountains and everything. And then if you think back to this mission name, right? And this area. Well, you have that. It's only a 22-hour drive. So theoretically, during that mission, the Guardian, when, he gets picked up by Hawthorne and they fly away to the transcript, I believe they say they fly away to the farthest place to go or whatever, to the Shard of the Traveler. Where did they say? Yeah, here we go. Where are we going? As far away as possible. Right? So they're getting away from the last city as far away as possible. Shit. For one, when the Traveler broke apart and that shard came off, who's to say? These things are crazy. Who's to say it might not have landed fucking on the other side of the world, right? One of these other I saw something. I saw a post here. I don't know. I saw one post. It was talking about it's pretty easy to assume if the Traveler, how big it is, if it broke apart, it could have flown all the way that far. And that's pretty far away as possible as you can get, So yeah, that's it. I think the last city is in this general area in New South Wales. 22-hour car drive from Alduy, where this mission is called Alduy. That's it. That's my theory. Makes sense?
What does Alduy mean?
What does it mean? I don't know. I don't look up definition. I just was looking for a location. That's a good idea. See what it means. Good question. It means goodbye. So yeah, that could just be goodbye, but why would they use that exact word? Why wouldn't they just call it goodbye? I don't know. Bungie likes to layer meaning in everything they do. So maybe that's the layer right there. Maybe that's a double layer. Not only is it supposed to mean goodbye, but it's also supposed to be a location.
Let's see.
Yeah. Anything to counter it?
Nothing. No, not really.
Think it's a good idea?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. Ooh, what if it's... Oh, what if it's down here?
What's the possibility?
I don't know. I don't know. Is Last City, could it be on its own island? That'd make more sense from when the... Well, no, we'd see that strip. Nah, I think it's going to be somewhere between Sydney and Melbourne, however you pronounce it. That's what I think. Closer to Melbourne, just to make it closer to this cape. Right here.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's it.